finalist is Meteor Makers.
Okay. So one of our finalists already said Meteor Makers. They were there in the previous Challenger Cup in Pune.
So looks like they'll be heading to the second one as well.
They'll be heading to the second one as well, and hopefully we wish them all the luck that we can. And speaking of the bans, it looks like both teams have done a good amount of research on each other. You don't see a first phase Sandcake ban. Speaking of Oram, they're a team from the south. They do have, what was at once upon a time a child prodigy, Pulsafel, who I think started playing when he was 13, 14, was the South Indian equivalent of Ronak, less ugly if one can say. And it's going to be interesting to see what Orampo accomplishes. In the previous cast, I told you I'd tell you what Orampo means in Tamil, and Orampo means go to the corner.
Yep, and Roar also have a pretty, like, they have some famous names on the lineup. They have Clown K. They have Frenzy, who's probably playing as 180616.
Okay.
And they're I think the sponsor team. NetSurf seems to be their sponsor.
Okay.
They have them in the tag as well.
Okay.
So Orampo went for the Axe ban. First Axe ban, which I've probably not seen in a long time.
Yeah, both teams have done their research, it looks like. And Road Esports opened with the Shadow team and something Meteor Makers opened with in the previous game.
Yep. We saw how strong it is. We will get to see it again.
It's your answer to the high ground, it seems like, in this patch, and can combo really well. They didn't pick anything in particular, Road Esports, no Luna, nothing of that sort. Instead, they did Shadow Fiend, which we haven't seen for a while. And
I don't think we're going to see a Shadow Fiend pick 2 games in a row. I mean, that's just pushing it. Hopefully we do. I mean, Shadow Fiend did play a good game last time around. Yep. So, I mean, he had an interesting build, a fun build. Oh, ET has been picked up. ET is just so annoying to play against. I mean, especially if it's a good ET player. Every time, and they get the ET and the Void, which is just a deadly combo.
ET and Void. My gosh.
That combo just wrecks people left, right, and center.
Yeah, both heroes have been nerfed quite a bit. ET Storm damage has been decreased, Storm cooldown has been increased, and Storm no more works like Nightmare, where creeps and tower could hit you when you were stormed. Chronosphere cooldown has been increased as well, but nonetheless Void is an headache, and we saw one team go really far in the tournament in the international with Void. Yep. And that was TNC beating OG in the best of 3 with the Void in the third game.
You know what I'd want to see, but a last pick baited out Huskar. That would just make my day.
Okay. Last
but
pick
again from Roar, probably. Okay. Anyone would good, but they already have the ET and the Faceless Void. Generally, in this situation, Void is played as the position 1. But it can work the other way also.
No, it could be an offlane Void. Doesn't need much really. And if Huskar is the end game, then we should see Dazzle getting banned
probably. But I mean,
unlikely. Anyway, Road Esports taking the time. They don't want to show their cards too soon by picking up Dazzle this early.
So both teams have some very interesting bans though. Axe and SK. SK, they probably, I mean, it is making a comeback. Now we were using it a lot.
Yeah.
Some of the Chinese teams were using it.
Secret was using it a lot.
Secret.
Balba did play a couple of Sandking games.
Let's just not talk about Secret. That team is...
Okay, so this point, Road Esports can look to go with another support or something in the offlane, not give away too much too soon.
They see the Void and the ET, they should enough to go to pick up a core. I mean, you know what you're going up against. Why to show your entire tri lane right now? Probably not the best idea, because they went for the Mirana, which is not bad.
Yeah, Mirana still very relevant. Agnem Scepter, sick item. We saw Sumail work wonders with it.
Yeah, that's your farm like crazy.
And the Morphling getting banned out by Orampo. Quick bans coming out from both teams. They almost look as if they studied each other very closely. A gets banned out immediately by Road Esports.
So probably again. Hey, nobody likes the Alchemist apparently. The Indians, they don't like the gold coming out from the Alchemist is just Binary too much for these guys to handle.
Well, looking into Roar Esports' ban of an ancient apparition, they could look to pick up the Alchemist themselves.
They could.
I mean, it only makes sense that you ban out an AA if you want to pick something.
Alchemist and Mirana with Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon and Alchemist.
It could be a support Mirana.
Yeah,
I mean,
Shadow
we've
Demon
seen-
Mirana is also a decent combo that
Yeah.
the arrow does set up, gets set up by the corruption.
The Kunkka gets banned out by Roar Esports. We've seen one of the Indian teams to run Kunkka a lot is Beyond Infinity.
Yeah, no chance with that.
My God.
Insane.
He picks up Kunkka and there is no chance he misses the torrent.
Yep. Drums, armlet.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
So the draw is also banned out by Oram. Yeah, that's legit ban because they have Mirana and Mirana laning. It does get buffed up quite a bit because of
Correct.
the draw aura.
Absolutely.
Normally Mirana doesn't have the greatest last hit.
No, she doesn't. She starts at like 49 base damage or something. And that's really low, doesn't help too much.
Yeah, but I think most of the mid players have now figured out how to last with it.
With the Mirana.
With the Mirana, yeah. Mirana was a top tier pick right now. Till the TI.
Orampo have
Who could turn away from this battle?
what goes well with an Elder Titan?
Elder Titan Void, they have it, man. Now they can just do whatever they want. They just have to, I think they just have to secure the lanes. Not
So
get
a
caught
lane
out.
securing support maybe?
Not get caught out by the Mirana. Something which can, prevent the Mirana from going ham. So maybe I should go. I'm not sure what the Lion is to pick up. Not really sure what the Faceless Void's role is. So it's a little tough to call. But I'm assuming it's position 1.
And possibly in these next couple of picks, we're going to find out if it's a position 1 Mirana or a support Mirana.
Yeah. For Road, they have their options open. They can go for any type of lineup.
They can still not give it away by picking a good solid offlaner, something like Slara. Beastmaster has been banned out.
Yeah.
So is Axe, Timber, and Sand King. Sand King does go to the offlane.
They should go for a core pickup. They go for the Venge, so now we know that it's going to be a Mirana core. Unless by some crazy logic, it's a vengeful core.
No, I mean, like, there's only one guy who ran that Illidan and didn't have much success with him.
It's not bad. Resolution
It's not bad.
in DC. Played the
In this international?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's playing the position 1 bench.
5 seconds.
But I don't think that's the case. A lot of lockdown though. Shadow Demon, Mirana, Vengeful, there's no one who's getting away.
Yeah.
Sun is real.
For those of you who haven't read the recent patch notes, 3 heroes got buffed. And it's unlikely we're going to see any of them in this game.
So one is Bloodseeker.
One of them is Bloodseeker. The other is Trend Protector.
Trend Protector, I love that hero, man.
I love that hero.
Hey, Trend Protector does work. Pretty good against Mirana, I feel. So Mirana has to, once he gets the arrow, he has to just rely on the right clicks. And if you get the, armor going, that negates a lot of it. So we have Tinker, second game in a row.
Oram post draft reminds me a lot of OG. He's like a very slightly old OG like.
Yeah, they're OP, that's why. So we still don't know what the Void is going to be. They're leaving. Spectre is the pickup for Roar Esports. Spectre could work, but he does need a lot of farm. And Mirana should be going mid. Spectre should be going. So we have Roar Esports lanes are pretty standard. So Orampo can, throw something in the mix to surprise them, because there's nothing Roar can pull out right now that will just change their laning setup. Because I don't see Shadow Demon, Venge and Spectre going aggressive tri lane. Maybe the Void, ET and Lion can go aggressive tri lane.
Okay.
But they will be trading quite a bit of farm on the Void.
So Orampo realizes that all Roar have to do is pick up an offlaner. They ban out
The Bat Rider.
And
Storm
Roar
Spirit.
Esports bans out the Storm.
Position 1 Storm has been played, but again.
But where does the Tinker go if it's... Okay, a safe lane
one,
Storm, like S4.
I don't think that was going to be the case in either.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Pretty surprising.
So Roar Esports have to pick something in the offlane. And all that's coming to me is Slardar at the moment.
Slardar is pretty good. But again, Slardar, the Blink heroes do have a bit of a tough time against the ET because he keeps cancelling out their blinks. So that could be. They went for the Brood Mother.
Player team's turn to pick.
Oh my God, Zai would be so happy with this
Yeah,
pickup.
last
It's
pick
a
Brood Mother.
Last pick Brood Mother. Something I
And
haven't seen in
Orampo don't
ages.
have any AoE yet. Lion is pretty bad.
Okay, well-
Void is horrible. ET is okay, but you can't really get the spiderlings.
Which explains the first phase Sand King ban coming up from Rory Sports. I think they didn't want
I
to play
think they-
musical lanes with the Sand King.
5 seconds left.
Yeah, but you know what the situation is, because Broodmother is always going to be in one lane, Spectre is going to be in another lane, and Spectre wants to haunt in, ideally.
Uh-huh.
So when the team fights come, the Broodmother won't be there. The Spectre won't. Ember Spirit is the last pickup for Oram.
Okay.
That's pretty good against the Broodmother.
So it's going to be a position 1 Ember Spirit.
Probably
And
has to be. Yeah, it
Tinker
has to
heads to the mid lane.
and Void will be going.
Yeah.
Void should not have a tough time. Spectre, Venge, and Shadow Demon. Yeah, it's only one stun there. Just needs to time walk that. Spectre doesn't do much.
Mm-hmm.
So the Brood, I think a lot of it is on the Brood Mother though. He can create a lot of space. Before the Ember Spirit gets some levels in, he can the Brood Mother can pressure the lane a lot. I don't see Lion or Void or ET doing much in this scenario at least. ET will just have to stack farm.
10 seconds remaining.
Because even going for a kill on the Mirana is tough because the Mirana has the leap
5
and
seconds remaining.
Tinker at the lower levels doesn't have too much damage. So the laning phase I'm definitely favoring Rory Sports. But you know, Ember Spirit, once he gets the cleave rolling, anything can happen.
Okay. Let's quickly run through the lineups on the Radiant. We've got Road Esports. We've got Deliverance on the Shadow Demon and 180616
That's probably Frenzy.
Frenzy on the Brood Mother, Clown K going on the Mirana, and Weapon X. Yeah, Weapon
X.
going on the Spectre, and Pusher playing the Vengeful Spirit on the other side of the river Gambit.
So we have Devil Joker playing the Ember Spirit. We have No Chill playing the Faceless Void on the off lane. We have Incognito Joker who's playing Tinker. Yeah, and Sunbun. That is his name? Yeah, Sunbun. He's playing the ET. And we have who's the last guy?
The Ember Spirit.
No, not them. They have the other support, which is
Lion.
Yep.
Hasn't yet joined the game.
You know, 2 DCs, 3 DCs. We're just waiting.
We're just pretty much used to this.
Yep. Yeah, Pusher is back. Shadow Demon.
I mean, in terms of early roam potential, Roar can gank nice and early.
Yeah, but it's easy to call because Spectre will be in the lane always, and Broodmother never really leaves the lane.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime you see the stacks not happening, you know either Venge or Shadow Demon is rotating.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get an arrow setup, then it's ideal. I mean, you can mess around with the rune timings though, because it's tough to call whether you're going for the rune or the gank.
Okay.
But I don't see Tinker getting a lot of help in mid. Because the supports are going to be occupied with keeping the Broodmother out.
Mm.
The Broodmother is a good Broodmother player. She should win the lane quite decisively.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of item build, do you think Echo Saber?
Broodmother?
Yeah. That's what Bulldog restarted rather.
Echo Saber is not bad, but I think you should go for the more split push lineup.
Mm-hmm. Not fight, like push.
No. Because Broodmother is just horrible at team fight. And you need to, I think their strategy should be to push out all the lanes. Spectre should be there in one with 2-3 people backing him up.
Okay.
Broodmother should be pushing the other lanes.
Okay.
Because OP pretty much need 4 heroes to get a kill. Tinker could get solo kills, but unlikely earlier.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes. Maybe the Echo Saber is not bad though. Maybe Midas if he gets the farm going.
BKB is also a good option, and
BKB
I think Orchid makes sense versus the Ember.
Orchid definitely makes sense. Ember, Lion, Void, Tinker. I mean,
So there's an
Orchid
early
is
smoke
great.
coming out from OP. The Lion TPs into the mid lane, has got 3 sentries and 2 observers, drops the lane ward nice and early, maybe a bit too early. We haven't
It's
got
going to be
any-
hard for the Mirana to get the arrows now.
It's going to be a bit hard. We haven't got any ward response coming out that immediately from Roar. The Vengeful Spirit has picked up early Smoker Deceit, will look to make ganks happen.
Yep.
Ideally, as soon as the Spectre hits level 6, that's what I'm going to bet on.
Roar should just be going for the standard wards because their lanes are pretty much standard, so there's not much rotations there.
Okay.
They don't, and you don't need a high ground ward for Tinker as such. I mean, it's good to get the arrows, but it's not, the best.
So it looks like Netsop is the name of the sponsor. Deliverance on the Shadow Demon has picked up a couple of observers. He is looking to block out the spawn, I presume.
But you need the sentries, man. The Brood Mother is going to eat you alive.
Yeah, Brood has got a couple of sentries.
And he has the quelling, so he's probably gonna get the other sentries as well.
Yeah.
But I don't see any sentries on OP's side yet.
Oh, Lion has 3 sentries.
Lion has 3 sentries.
Yep.
Okay, how do you get 3 sentries, bro? Oh, there.
You give one.
ET.
So ET's got 1 sentry.
They are going all in, man. But they just hate on the Brood Mother.
Yeah.
The Brood Mother is a pretty easy kill though, because with the chains and the
It
lion,
is an easy kill, but more than meaningless hate, it has to be like planned. You can't just walk
Brood
in.
Mother doesn't have too much of a comeback though. Like if you shut down his early game, if you don't let him pressure the lanes, if he dies a couple of times, he's scared to go and pressure the lane, which makes it easy for you.
I can just throw webs in the jungle and stay in the jungle and keep him guessing.
Then,
I mean, the main thing is to stop him getting levels. He gets levels, he gets webs, more webs.
Yeah, also one more thing we should talk about is the global potential of both teams.
Okay.
They have Spectre for Roar and we have 2 BOT makers, which is Ember and Tinker, coming in for OP. So anytime Void finds a pick off, I'm pretty sure 2 people will be TPing in. And that should be a pretty standard kill. But I don't see the Void pressuring this lane though. He can get his levels, a little bit of farm. Iron Talon is what he's going with, so definitely farm. But he's lacking a bit on regen though. I think he's gonna start off in the jungle.
Possibly start off in the jungle.
Yep. Okay, so mid matchup, I don't see any kill potential for either side unless the arrow lands. But that could be a possibility.
Yeah, it's going to be who makes the mistake first at mid, if anyone makes a mistake at all, or who rotates nice and early. So we've got Vision, we've got this camp blocked out from the Radiant, we've got another Warrior for the Rune, and Brood is trying to sniff out a lane, see who's coming there. And at the moment we don't know who is. It looks like
he's already used the web. He's already used the web on the lane.
Yeah.
On the lane there. So the runes are pretty standard. Oh, we're lagging a bit. And we are lagging completely.
Okay.
And we have disconnected.
I presume we are disconnected. Hold on, folks.
Oh no. Denied.
Sorry folks, we had a bit of lag. We're back and
we still have some technical issues, can't observe, can't move the camera yet. We're just gonna fix it quickly and be back. Okay, we're back.
And immediate Harris coming out from the Shadow Demon. He knows that if he makes life difficult for the Tinker, there's nowhere he's going to catch up.
Anytime he gets the disruption off on the Tinker, it should be a death.
Yeah, it should be a death.
He started off with the arrow. So anytime Shadow Demon catches him out, Tinker should be really careful now. So that's just what we thought. Void can't really pressure too much, but he's just gonna be in the lane, sapping XP. He's never gonna get a kill. That's just not happening.
He's trying to get a couple of easy levels and then
he's just gonna wait for the tower to push in or push out and then go for the Iron Talon.
So Spectre is going to get uncontested farm pretty much in this bot lane.
Yeah, I don't see Void contesting that.
Okay. X coming out on Shadow Demon. Maybe he's overstayed his welcome, but the Elder Titan is only level 1. He's only got the Echo Storm. He's still hanging around, wants to get a couple of poison stacks on him. Decides not to. So the Brood's having the game she wants, but here they come. They've got that sentry. They haven't replaced it.
But you can't really put the sentry over there. I think that's a dead. That should be a dead thing. Lion. Yeah,
the Spiders are going to finish off the job. First blood goes the way of 1806, 1C6.
We'll just call him Frenzy.
Oh yeah, first blood goes the way of Frenzy.
Once you get a first blood and you get some items on the Broodmother, it's tough to get the kill.
I mean,
with
she's
the dust,
got what she wants. She's got her soldering. She's got level 4. She's going to be
actually, sentries don't really work out that well because he always has the quelling blade to get rid of yours.
Okay. So they really won this vision in the mid lane. They've committed a sentry in mid, which has
even the Mirana's winning the mid lane quite handedly. 13 creeps to Tinker's 7. Yeah, I mean the Lion's coming in to help now to help secure something.
Yep. Lion hasn't yet showed himself, so the Shadow Demon doesn't know he's there. Maybe now he has. It looks
no,
like
I don't think that's not. With the ET and the Ember Spirit on the top lane, they're just, doing the best they can. It's not
There's
enough.
A disruption on the line. The arrow just
the
misses.
Timing
The
is
impale comes out onto the Shadow Demon.
Timing is not.
He's going to walk away for now.
Yep.
2 Shadow Poison stacks.
I think a bit of miscommunication from the.
The arrow was a bit off by Clown came.
Yeah, it should not happen though. But
meanwhile, on the bot lane, the Spectre and the Vengeful Spirit, there is the stun onto the Void. He has got Time Walk. Does Time Walk out of there? Will be fine for the time being.
This lane is just standard. Venge is out of mana. Void is there. He'll just every time there's some burst damage coming on, he'll just Time Walk away.
Okay.
And both will be trading farm.
So Lion walks mid, doesn't get much accomplished.
Spectre's getting a lot though.
Spectre sitting at 21 CS. It's not the Broodmother. Broodmother's not being contested.
1000 gold already.
It's going to be a matter of time before he starts feeding on the Ember itself. Anyways, he walks into a line. There is an Impale as well. But he's
Line's dead again. Line's dead again.
Spawn Spiderlings. But there is a Storm. And the Ember's Flame Guard. And that almost
he dies with the last spider. There's one spider left and that killed him. Like, how bad must this Lion be feeling that one lonely spider had to get the kill on him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2 kills for the Broodmother and he's done his job pretty much.
You know where this hurts? The line is level 2.
Yeah, this guy has done his job.
Let's just take a look at levels very quickly. Oops. Hey, there you go.
Lions 2, Shadow Demons 2, Venges staying in lane, ET. ET is level 4 because a lot of the Spiderlings were killed. They give a decent chunk of XP. That's it.
Drop a sentry and
doesn't work
immediately with the Quelling Blade.
Yeah, sentries don't work against Broodmother. That's Dota 101.
They're probably waiting for the Ember to get his level, maybe get his level 6, get his remnants and just walk in with a Dust Impale, and I think Ember should be able to finish him off.
I don't think so. I mean, they should be scared. Yeah. They're going to be scared of going. Ember needs to get the farm though. He can't risk going for a half kill because he needs his BOTs or his Battle Fury. Even the Void needs to be on. The Void is he's close to level 6. But I don't. Oh my god, the Tinker is really falling behind on creeps. He has 15 creeps in 6 minutes while the Mirana is cruising at 30. So doubling up.
He's even picked up a Rakila, has got the haste rune, will be moving to the top lane. Hope to get a lucky arrow if nothing.
Even the Starstorm is enough to get the kill.
Just Starstorm
and the Broodmother.
A little bit of walking from the Broodmother.
That's probably dead.
Just that. He pops the Flame Guard, does use the Searing Chains. There is an Impale on the
He might have overextended.
Stomp on the Broodmother. Devil Joker on the Ember is not done. Backs up for now. Clown searching for that arrow. Doesn't hit. Hits a creep instead. And that was an haste rune. Not well to use, but they did try to force something out. And we'll just go back to status quo. Mirana throws one Starstorm before she walks the way back to base.
Clown K doing some clowny things, but didn't work out there. We have a pause again coming in. Okay, so the Ember is leading the last hit charts, but a lot of those kills are the Spiderlings. They don't give as much golden XP. Broodmother, Spectre, Mirana all doing pretty well. Tinker is just struggling absolutely. He's in the mid lane. He has barely any creeps compared to the Mirana. And the Broodmother goes for the Midas. Power leveling, we'll see some power leveling coming up from the Broodmother. I think the Orchid should be the next builder. Echo Saber, I don't think you should go for the Echo Saber because getting right clicks off against Ember, Tinker, or Lion is pretty hard. So should be the Orchid or the Vlads maybe.
Okay, so Lion and ET have run out of sentries. They haven't accomplished much. Every sentry has been perfectly counted by just 2 sentries coming out from the Brute Mother. She's won that lane really hard.
Yeah.
And the Ember is getting farmed, but like you said, it's mostly Spider Links. Elsewhere, the Spectre isn't doing too bad. 38 CS, next in line after the Brood.
He's got his phase complete. I think it should be a drums build-up or a urn build-up, one of them.
It looks like with that ring of...
That should be a drums.
Yeah, looks like a possible drums.
Drums pickup, yep.
Gosh.
So I think the Batman Spectre build has fallen off quite a bit. The urn build and then skipping the Radiance, going for the Yasha, that build has fallen off. So probably it's going to be a standard Radiance into Manta build for the Spectre. Let's see the Void. He has Chrono online.
Yeah, he is level 6.
He's going for the Vlad straight up.
It looks like they are trying to kill off this Tinker in the mid lane.
He's going the wrong way. Why didn't he just go up?
No. There was a Shadow Demon coming in from behind. Arrow hit, Starfall does as well, and that casual stun wasn't needed. Shadow Demon gets the kill. The TK does come in from the Elder Titan, but it's a bit too late. His level 5 will be happy with his level progression, but not had any impact.
Tinker is having a abysmal time. He has lower creeps than the offlane Void as well. Okay, Ember is trying to get what he can. The dust does hit just on the edge. They will get a kill. Use your Midas. Did not get to use the Midas. He will be regretting that.
Spectre haunts in, finishes off the line. The Harrow, it's no one. Spectre is not done yet. She hasn't yet got his drums, but
this is
the face boot is enough. Tinker comes in. Laser March will push back the Spectre.
And Tinker was forced to go for this March build. Not bad, but ideally he would have liked to go for the 1-2 build, but now 3 is already maxed out for him.
Makes sense versus the Brood, I guess.
Yeah.
To an extent.
The Void is still doing fairly okay. Not obviously as well as the other offlaner, which is the Broodmother. But the Tinker is struggling quite a bit. He needs his BOD and then he needs Void to set up some kills for him. I think that's his way back into the game. Because it's not really a bad Tinker game. Tinker game. Though the Spectre does trouble the Tinker a bit. But it's not too bad.
Yeah, it looks like Spectre will be building into a drums as you pointed out earlier. Fighting item is looking to fight nice and early. We saw a pre-9 minute haunt getting the kill on the line. Good stuff coming out from the Spectre. Brood making things really
just doing Brood things. Creep skipping. And is Ember going for the BOT or is he going for the Battle Fury? He's going for the BOT mostly.
It should be a Boots of Travel. Brood Mother jumping behind the tier 1 makes life difficult for the Lion. The Spiderlings hold chase for the time being.
This Lion is
nowhere safe on the map.
He's just food for the Broodmother. He can't approach the lane in any way. Even if he goes to the tower, he's just dying. And he has levels though, decent amount of levels.
Who, the Lion?
Yeah. Level 5 is pretty decent. Where is the ET? They're just standing at the tower. No creeps are coming in. And we have the Moonlight Shadow. Did that get spotted out? I don't think so.
I'm not sure. Anyways, the Brood Mother is diving behind the tier 1. Maybe not diving that.
And he gets hit
does
by
hit
the
of the Ember.
That's a dead
there
Ember.
is a storm coming out, but that's a little too preemptive. The Spiderlings were stunned for a moment. The
he dodged the Starfall.
The Flame Guard does its trick and he jumps away. But they're not done on the ET. The ET does throw the Earth Splitter. It does connect, but the Brood Mother finishes off the job. Elsewhere, the Mirana did finish off the Ember Spirit, and they're not done. They take the line as well. 3 kills and a tower. What more could he ask for in the top lane?
I don't know how the Ember got killed. He dodged the last 2 last hits with the Spirit, but somehow he got killed. It's a pretty bad exchange. I mean, Tinker also dies. Spectre gets him. Probably gonna pay with that. No, he does not. Okay, OPR just... They have lost it probably.
They definitely lost the early game.
Yep.
If anything, the comeback mechanism is this Void coming into fight, getting some chronos, getting some
But
kills.
Void is going for a Vlad's build, so even if he puts the chrono, he is going to be relying on the Ember or the Tinker for the damage, because I don't see the Void getting kills. He doesn't even have the second kill.
The bash.
No,
Time-
the dilation.
Time dilation, sorry.
Yep. I mean, it's not so great against any of the other heroes. But
Okay, there is a hex on the Brood Mother. Impale as
should
well.
be
The
giving the
storm does
kill,
come in. They finally get the kill. The kill goes to the Ember.
I don't-
The Ember will be
should
happy
have
with
planned
that.
it out and given it to Tinker. He really needs to.
Okay.
But
If
Ember
it-
picking it up, that's still better than what could have been expected. And Mirana's going for the straight Ags, phase into Ags. He has the infused teardrops as well.
Raindrops.
Raindrops, sorry. He has raindrops. Infused raindrops.
You could
Okay.
call them teardrops. If you're a support, they really cause a lot of
If you're a
tears.
nuker, definitely.
Life is hard. Anyway, Shadow Demon is hanging around the mid lane. He's got his Invis rune and he's got an Arcane Boots. He's trying to make something happen on this Tinker, but there is an Elder Titan hanging in the background with the Earth Splitter. Nothing too bad there. They do ping out the line.
What is the Broodmother going for? He's going for the Midas and after there it is.
Oh, Demonic Purge onto the line all by himself, dodges the Impale, sidesteps it coolly, does get finger, the Echo Storm will miss as well, but there are a bunch of rockets. Just survives, does disrupt himself, does throw the Shadow Poison.
That's some clutch plays. He puts
Yeah.
the poison and he disrupts himself.
Does manage to survive,
And he
doesn't kill the lion.
survived. Even the
either.
lion doesn't. Oh,
but there is a horn coming in from the Spectre, and the lion is there too far away from his team. Spectre horns to the Ember Spirit, but the Ember Spirit just walks away. Speaking of which, the Ember Spirit has picked up his boots of travel. They do find the Elder Titan in a corner, and Sunburn, you're gone, hun. The Ember Spirit walks in, throw his
what he
chains.
can.
but-
He has the BOT, so gets the Battle Fury in the next 10 minutes. Then they could actually try to hold off. Because with the Spiderlings, you get a decent amount of cleave.
I think Void strategy is I'm just going to farm and slowly become a core over time. And
But I went for the Vlads first, so I don't see how Void is going to become a core.
because he hasn't thrown a single Chronosphere. He's been holding on to it,
Yeah.
and finally they have pinged out
They
someone.
need to move. They need to get Tinker
Are
some kills, man.
walking in the air of someone there. They pinged out the
Yeah,
Brood Mother.
OP's movements have been purely reactionary, while Roar have been making the plays. They can.
They are making the plays. There is a chains on the Spectre, but the Ember Spirit is so
the Ember
far,
Spirit
far
does have
away.
a spirit though.
And
He is spirit of any
does
guy.
have a remnant. Void walks in, does jump to the Brood Mother.
Come
He
on.
does
Do we see a
spirit
chrono?
to the Brood Mother. The sentry was dropped somewhere else. No chrono coming out.
They
He's
get the
holding
ward.
on to it. He's being patient, and we might be rewarded.
I
with
mean,
some-
at this point, it's Chrono is worth it for the Brood Mother. Do it, man. He's. There it is.
Okay, we have another pause. The Vengeful Spirit has disconnected. For those of you just tuning in, welcome to the ESL India Premiership Starter Cup number 4. It's Road Esports taking on Oram from the south.
I mean, both teams are from South, so we have a southern clash.
Their Road Esports is from Hyderabad.
Yep.
Hyderabad, the home of many great Dota 1 players. I can just think of one. But yeah. They had quite an active scene. The ACG was held there, I think, around a year ago or 2 years ago.
India's biggest Dota personality is from
Oh yeah, Vikram.
Vikram is from it.
Vikram.
So the Venge has disconnected as of now. See how we're doing on the levels. Broodmother, what is his item? He's going for the Orchid. Looks like it, yep. Mirana is very close to his axe, 700 gold away. The Spectre is... Oh, he went for the urn and the drums. But he still has a decent amount of gold, which means the Radiance timing should be around... The Relic timing should be around 20-22 minutes. Looks like it. Been
And
farming
maybe the game might even resume in 20 minutes. Don't hold your breath. You can go have a cup of tea.
He's doing pretty well though. 3-0 and 2 for the Spectre. But we need the Void who has 70 creeps, which is close to the Spectre. He needs to come up with some chronos. I mean, the skill exists for a reason, right?
Yeah, would you have liked to see him go something like a Blink Dagger instead of the Vlads first? I mean, just initiate. If
It's tough. I mean, the Blink Dagger it's okay in the initial stages when the Spectre won't be initiating the fight, but once you know that the Spectre initiating the fight, there's no way you'll be able to get the Blink off. So it's just better to rely on the flags for now. Farm up, jungle faster, go for the Manta Diffusal. Blink Dagger won't be the greatest item in this game, I feel.
okay. So you think diffusal?
Tons of way to cancel
diffusal
it.
first?
Yasha first, probably.
Okay. Mostly.
Yep. Because tons of way to cancel the Blink Dagger. You have the Shadow Poison, you have the Vengeance Scream.
But right now in OP's team fights, they aren't getting any clear initiation. And if the line goes to Impale, he's gonna die.
So the thing is,
walk in.
the OP wants to team fight, but Roar, they are using their cooldowns very well. They are fighting around their cooldowns, and when the skills are on cooldown, they're just splitting the map. They have the Brood and the Spectre. They're just farming away. So that's why they're running away with the game as of now, and that's why probably the Void hasn't been able to get the Chrono off. That is one thing. OP should be looking to get their timings rather than play to Roar's timings. So we have a kind of a long pause coming in.
Okay, for those of you who can't read the minimap, I'm just going to read out to you. Somebody wrote power cut ! Okay, I think we're in for a long night here.
We will just quickly check in on the situation. I don't see any admins here.
So we have a couple of admins.
Yep, somebody has a power cut, but knowing the situation that is there in India, we probably don't see Roar coming back with Venge. He probably needs to go somewhere else.
Anyways, in terms of net worth, Roar are leading. They won the early game.
Yeah, they're leading by 8 kills.
OP got 2 kills, and I think one of them was on the Brood Mother.
Yep, one.
Both of them were on the Brood Mother.
But Brood Mother's done his job. So.
Oh yeah, more than done his job.
He's leading in net worth and in.
He's got a Boots of Travel, Midas, and soon building into an Orchid. It's going to be a hard game for the Ember. The Ember, I think it's one of those games where you go Lincoln or Manta, if you can, when you can.
Ember will probably need to go the Manta if the Broodmother gets...
After the Battle Fury?
He will get the Battle Fury, but by then the Broodmother will definitely get the Orchid. And a few solo kills on the Ember is possible. Eventually you'll have to go for the Manta though. Or to get off the... Can you remove Demonic Perch with Manta? Should be able to. And the silence from this thing. So we have a power cut, but no possible solutions put forward yet. Can we have an ETA, guys? I don't think even the role guys are not sure about the ETA.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to talk of a fun fact. I mean, when you're
2 minutes
under leveled lion versus an over leveled and over farmed Spectre, how do you get away from Haunt? There's one thing
I don't see how he moves in anywhere on the map because the Brood he goes to his jungle or anywhere on that side of the map, the Broodon is going to eat him alive. The only place he can go is bot lane and stick behind Void. That's his only way to get levels. Once he gets finger, maybe he does have finger, so maybe they should go for the kills on the Brood Mother. They're going to have to, allocate a lot of resources. 4 heroes, 3 heroes minimum. Get the kill on the.
Yeah, they did kill the Brood Mother, but they're forgetting that the Mirana is almost got an axe. Yeah. She's just going to leap in and finish off the line, and they Tinker quite easily. The Tinker has managed to complete his Boots of Travel 14 minutes into the game.
Has a haste rune as well. One thing I forgot to mention is the ET's potential with the Void. That's because we haven't seen it yet. Once maybe we see the Chrono and the Earth Splitter coming in, maybe Roar will have to take a step back and re-evaluate. Okay, apparently both teams are playing from a cafe and their cafe shuts soon. Okay, things are looking dicey. I mean, if you're playing in the semi-finals and one step away from making it to the challenger, maybe you guys should have thought of all this before. But everything is not always in your hands.
Okay, so it is going to be a hard game for a Lion, but there is one thing you can do: run away from the Spectre, buy a smoke, and pop a smoke as soon as he horns. I played some really bad games, but that always worked unless he horns on you. That's not fun. But it's a bit dicey putting a smoke on cooldown for that. And OP will be looking to get back into this game. Hopefully we see some Chronos coming out from that void. No chill. He's been chilling for 14 minutes, just farming away.
His name is No Chill, but that's all he's been doing.
He's been chilling. He is around the void. He is around the Brood Mother.
Do we have the? We can't check the hitbox in the pause time. You can't.
Okay. So I think he's just within vision. He could pop a Chrono.
Every time I see a Midas off cooldown, it just eats me from inside a little bit.
Yeah. Why would you not take whatever reliable gold?
I mean, yeah, it's reliable. Also, it's just cringy to look at. A non-cooldown Midas.
So Tinker has got his boots of travel. Finally level 8. Can TP into the
He's
fight.
really low level though compared to the other heroes.
Yeah.
Mirana's what?
Mirana is level 11.
Mirana's 11, Void is 10, Spectre is 9. So he's pretty much behind all 3 cores from Roar.
Okay.
That is pretty horrible for the...
And in terms of support farm, this Lion is at 5 times.
Yeah, Lion is 1 level below.
It's been a harsh game. He's got a boots. And the E-Team...
He's
choosing to go for his Tranquils early.
He's going for the Yules probably.
Possible Yules or maybe a Soul Ring first. We'll have to wait and watch. The Vengeful Spirit is sitting at 1,468 gold quietly on this bot lane farming away. I mean, I don't know what he's thinking of. Maybe an Ether. Maybe a Force Staff is more useful. A little bit of fighting potential.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether the 2 minutes which they said is going to be an actual 2 minutes. OP guys are getting really
impatient.
Yep. Even Roar is pretty concerned about how much pause time is remaining. Okay, we have some good news coming in at least that the PC has restarted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was as tested us, and we have run to such a saturation level of insight. We're just reading chat at this moment because I mean we're just hoping that the game resumes. Anyways, folks, there's some good news for you. There is some good news for you. There is limited pause time in this tournament. Thank God whoever designed this tournament features.
So that's only good news for everyone other than Roar fans.
Yeah. And for those of you just tuning in, once again for the 3rd time, because I have run out of things to say, this is the ESL India Premiership, Starter Cup number 4. We've got Roar from Hyderabad versus Oram from Chennai, and this tournament has been brought to us by ROG, Republic of Gamers, and HyperX, organized by the lovely folks at Norbit.
We are in the semi-finals of the game, so the winner will be moving on to the finals, and so the perk with the moving on to the finals is that you will be going to LAN. The top 2 teams are going to LAN. So even if you don't come first, even if you finish second in the Starter Cup, you're still going to LAN. Mm-hmm. But obviously finishing first guarantees you a higher percentage of the prize money. Mm-hmm. This is probably I think 25,000 and 10,000 for the ones who are coming second.
Okay. So apparently there is some SEA server problem. Sure. They were saying that even in the Dew Arena there was 50% of packet loss. All the pings were at 100. Today is not a good day to play Dota.
Some people want to move to LOL apparently.
Yeah,
we don't need that kind of negativity, guys. We're not there yet.
LOL is an abbreviation, not a game. Yeah. Anyway, we should be back soon. I'm just quickly going to bring up the gold graph. It's 5,000 plus gold lead going in favor of Roar, leading the network charts completely. Same goes with EXP. 1,000 plus EXP 14 minutes in is a lot. And if you take a look at network, we've got the Brood, Mirana, and the Spectre sitting on the top. Mirana has completed her without having completed her rags.
We've done all this once. This is the 2nd time now.
I know. This is for those of you just tuning in. And I know that's nobody because I'm watching Twitch on another screen right now. Okay.
I think we should just go on a break.
What's OP's plan to get back into this game?
OP's plan.
Hit one chrono.
Let's see a chrono first, then we'll talk about their plan.
Okay. Anyways,
Unless their plan is never to use the chrono. You know the puppy enigma
yeah.
way. The best way to use the black hole is to not use the black hole. Maybe they think 3 minutes. Very specific. 3 minutes left for them to reconnect. After that, they play with 4.
Okay.
But at this point, that might work out still.
Okay. For those of you just tuning in, my name is Vivek. Check me on Facebook, and with me is Gambit. You can check him out on youpon.com.
Yep, definitely.
And find him under the Ebony Bengali section. You'll find him somewhere there.
Ebony. Don't be racist.
Okay.
Slow PC.
Anyway.
My parents are gonna watch the stream.
Okay, now they know where to find you.
They know where to find me in any way. I am officially out of things to talk about. We've covered all the bases. We've gone to YouPorn. We've everything. So we're out. We're gonna take a break now.
Yeah.
Just wait for them to come back.
Let the fighting recommence.
Okay, they said 4v5 go, and Void jumped in with a chrono. What excitement. Finally, there is an Earth Splitter, but good disruption comes out, keeps the Brood Mother alive. 4 heroes from OP all around the Brood Mother. There is a sentry. Brood is running to one corner. It's 4v5 folks, but Brood doesn't care, throws a webs, and is practically going off the map in another direction into the enemy fountain.
They expended everything. The chrono, the ET ulti. Tinker used all his skills, went back, refreshed, and came back and tried to look for him, and still they could not find him.
And you know who was most clutch in all of that? Shadow Demon. What a disruption coming out from him. Save that Brood.
And to top it off, he used his Midas and then ran away. Like, he just put it in their face and ran away. Like,
yeah.
He's just peeping away now in front of the range creep. Taking them the big. Ember is just starting out on his Battle Fury, and I don't think it's going to be enough because Broodmother is going to come with the Orchid, and silenced Ember Spirit is just cringy to look at.
Yeah, the Brood is building towards Orchid. Correct choice in this kind of a game, I think.
Yeah.
And there are 3 heroes from Road sitting here. The Spectre is there, has decided to put an end to all that early game fighting and start focusing on that Radiance, get it up.
And he does have Haunt, so he can join in any time. He's just gonna farm away safely. Weapon X. Broodmother, he's just quietly doing his thing, taking on the jungle. He pretty much owns the Dire jungle as of now. No one can actually come and walk into the Dire jungle. You walk in, you're dead. They have observer wards, but that's just to look at what items Brood is getting. There's no way they're getting him. You can see the sentry, man. Use your quelling. Be efficient. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, they do pick him out. The Lion and the ET are walking towards him, and this should be a kill. Impale, Echo Stomp, Earth Splitter, Finger. They've got enough to.
Ember is also coming in from the top, but
the Ember has committed to the top lane.
Broodmother knows his limits. Do they have a dust? They need the dust.
Well, there is a sentry, and the Broodmother does know that there is a sentry out there.
Yeah, Tinker TPing
is coming in, but the Ember
Tinker TPing,
and now it's the Spiders versus Lion.
Tinker TPing on a creep will just not work because they're just horrible at getting this Broodmother, man.
Yeah. It requires a decent amount of coordination to shut down a Broodmother, and they have killed him twice, but it's not been enough.
I'm pretty sure he's just sitting and laughing and playing. No one who's doing anything about him.
Okay.
This is the ideal Broodmother game. Barring the 2 deaths, which is okay. Broodmother
I think 2 deaths is completely okay.
Fine. Waiting out a chrono or splitter and walking away after minusing a creep has to be, just put a smile on your face. Yeah. That should be his Orchid. His second Oblivion, probably. Shadow Demon also.
He's been having a good game.
Yeah. That his disruption was pretty clutch though.
Yeah.
That's actually what saved the there.
And the Ember didn't
Not
have a
being able
remedy.
to go toe to toe with the
Not being able to do anything in front of this
Yeah.
brood mother. But it's that simple. Pop a smoke. Walk in with the line leading. Impale when your smoke breaks. Pop dash. Do something. You can do it. It's very doable.
I think
Speaking
they're,
of smokes,
I think
Roar
they're
and
too
Pop is
behind
smoke.
because they used their chrono and their splitter and they missed the kill and they're on the back foot. They're second guessing their every
Okay,
move.
so there is a dust this time. They do catch the brood mother line,
But the
looking for the
entire
impale.
lineup
Does
is
get the
coming.
impale and the finger. They shut down the brood mother, but the spectre's into the party. There is a slide of chains. The spectre finishes off Pusher and the Mirana finishes off the Elder Titan. They're not done. They're chasing after the Ember Spirit. The Shadow Demon hasn't got his demonic purge. He's used it already. So the lion and the ET fall for a brood mother.
And as usual, no chill is just chilling. No sign of the void. He just doesn't want to come to the team fights. He's happy farming away,
I think
going for the blink dagger.
Yeah, he's waiting for his blink, possibly.
It's got to be too late, man, for him to come.
Speaking of too late, Spectre's not doing too bad. He's building towards the Radiance really soon. Void walks in, choosing not to chrono the Spectre, goes somewhere else.
3-man TP gets
Off
the
the time
spider.
dilation. Is a chrono for a Vengeful Spirit worth it?
Don't
No,
need
it's
it.
not. They just get the missiles. They should finish off this kill, pops a magic stick.
Even
But-
that was a hard kill, man.
Yeah.
Like,
The Vengeful Spirit has got a hood
what?
and an infused raindrops.
Vengeful Spirit has a hood, and I don't think I don't see it. There's a relic. Money is up. He's bought the relic. Tower should be going down because 3 TPs were already expended. This is a simple switch and
They
bait
pop the
play.
dust. They do know that the Brood Mother is there. There is a Hex as well. Earth Splitter.
Wow.
Will it connect? It does. They finish the kill. Finally, 2 kills on Brood Mother. Quick
Brood Mother is
succession.
really unlucky with the
This
Midas
is
time.
some hope for Oram Po.
Yeah, but I think he bought his recipe. Yeah, he's just 500 gold away. But he's getting really unlucky with the Midas every time.
This time he didn't pop his Midas before time.
Yeah.
Too bad. Okay, the Void has picked up his Blink Dagger. They will be looking to get a couple of kills around the map.
Yeah.
The ET and the Lion are finally moving a bit. They did manage to kill the Brood Mother again. Vengeful Spirit calmly has a Hood of Defense. They decided to pick up some wards as an afterthought.
So I think it's high time the Void gets involved.
Ooh, there was
Arrow.
a blink and a double starfall, but a disruption at the same time. One of the clutch disruptions that ended up saving an enemy. They won't be too pleased with that. They back off for the time being.
The Void has to get involved, is what I feel. Unless he does, they'll have to resort to themselves to some solo pickups on the Brood because no one else is moving around alone, playing as deep as the Brood
It
Mother.
looks like the next objective is Roshan. Wards are being dropped for that. In fact, deep.
OP are horrible at hitting Rosh. Like Void, he has blags, but Ember is just so bad at hitting Rosh. That is never gonna work out. And with Moonlight Shadow and the vision from the Venge coming in and the Shadow Demon, they should not be able to get a Rosh easily. And even Haunt will destroy you at the pit. So Relic is there. He's about 500 gold away from the
200.
yeah
200, 300, something
gold
like that.
from the Radiance. Even the Mirana has picked up a blink now.
Yeah.
Not much good's happening to
I don't think the Lion should be going for a blink. I think the 4 stuff should be
A
he
better
is-
choice.
Yeah. he
Or
is-
maybe a Glimmer Cape also, not too bad.
Yeah. I don't think he's ever gonna get to initiate aggressively. So blink would not really help.
Yeah, the Void should be initiating aggressively, but
Void is just no chill, man.
yeah, he spent a lot of time farming. 22 minutes into the game, we've seen
He's
one
going for the
chrono.
next item. He doesn't care about going for chronos. He just blink dagger just used for moving around the camps faster.
Yeah, back in the Dota 1 days, everybody from every other part of India other than Tamil Nadu used to call all of Chennai rice farmers because this is all they used to do. They used to farm and then beat it.
Staying true to the name, man.
And it looks like
Oh,
they're not going to
double-
do that. Blink in, time walk, 2-man chrono, missiles are coming in, so is the Earth Splitter. Finger goes up on the Disruptor. He's sorry on the Shadow Demon falls, so does the Vengeful Spirit. Good kills, going the way of Oram Po. They've been deceptively quiet. They just suddenly jump in of 2 supports.
tower is being checked.
Yeah, I mean, it's consolation. It's not the best 2 kills they could have hoped for, but they did get it. It's worth expending the chrono for 2 supports, definitely. Broodmother does have his Orchid, so he should be looking for solo kills. I don't think OP should be sending anyone to the top lane.
I mean, if anything, Oram are slowly trying to make a comeback in the mid game.
Yeah, but again, the late game is pretty much. I mean, they have the other team has
Spectre Ember who wins.
Yeah. Spectre wins.
And Ember,
But Ember,
can you go high ground?
you should be able to. But yeah, Ember is really bad at taking buildings, as is Void. So Roar shouldn't be feeling too threatened about structural damage. And Mirana is there to hit buildings for Roar, so they shouldn't. I mean, they're still okay with the late game. I feel Roar have the advantage late game because they have 3 right clickers. In the Venge Aura is also there. It's pretty handy.
You cannot underestimate that Venge Aura.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure once Brood picks up a Basher and an Abyssal, there should be enough lockdown for the Ember or the Tinker.
Okay.
And once one dies, the other should not be outputting too much. ET, he went for the Soul Ring. He's spent a good chunk of his gold buying constant dust, which is what you must do against the Broodmother.
The liner has picked up his blink. 24 minutes in, not too bad after starting off with 5 deaths.
Yeah.
And the Broodmother says, we've had enough, let's just end the game, picks up a gem herself. Shouldn't be getting caught out. It looks like we have a fight breaking out. The Ember walks in, does end up getting stunned. Double Starfall as well. Demonic Purge, 2-shot Remnant, another Remnant, just enough, does get out. 2-man Storm, Haunt as well, does finish off the Ember Spirit. The Earth Splitter is not going to hit on anyone. Instead, the Broodmother walks in, finishes off the Lion. And now they're searching for the Tinker all by himself. Mirana jumps in with the Starfall, finishes off the kill. 4 heroes die. Void comes in. Maybe it's too little, too late. Swap comes out from the Vengeful Spirit. Saves the Mirana from a Chrono. It's a Chrono wasted, but an Orchid being expended by the Broodmother. And it looks like they're going to get down the Void. He just time walks out of there. 4 heroes die from Orampo. And Roar just loses Shadow Demon instead.
Roar was just styling on Orampo that time. Chrono, last ditch Chrono used by Void. Even then, the Venge had the swap available for the last minute. So Orampo getting nothing practically.
So the Broodmother has decided to complete his Echo Saver. The Mirana choosing to buy Dagon and now going to Blade, I presume.
Yeah, I mean Spectre Haunt completely crushed them.
Completely.
Like they had a setup. The Ember was also alive. They managed to save him, and they had a good setup on the rest of the heroes. But Void came in. Spectre came in from behind, and he cleaned up the heroes completely.
And like you said, the Spectre Haunt kept Void useless. He couldn't jump in and Chrono.
That's why I said the Blink Dagger is not the best. He does have a decent amount of farm though, but he just comes so late to each fight that it's never working out for him. He's just too late at every fight. Like his Chrono was like he used the Chrono when 4 people were dead. That too hoping to get 1 kill. I mean that is just not how the hero works. You have to set up other heroes. Lion Lovers doesn't get to use his ult. And that's not how it will work.
You know, there are a couple of kind of offlaners who initiate. Some of them wait for the fight to start and wait for the enemy to get into a wrong position and then hopefully land a 4-man Chrono.
Yeah.
And some of them just walk in and somehow do it.
But against a Spectre, you can't wait for anything to happen.
So OP should be starting the fights.
Yeah, I mean, you can't wait for your Blink Dagger to get cancelled then.
Yeah. Start a Chrono, maybe get 1, maybe get 2 and see what happens. And there is an arrow, misses on the Void, but there is an Orchid. Elsewhere there is an Impale. They do get the Mirana with the laser, finishes the kill. A mega kill streak comes to an end and looks like they're not done. This time he gets the Chrono. It's on the Broodmother. The Lion's walking in. There is a gem. Don't forget. Finger gets committed. Void gets the kill. Earth Splitter as well. And the Spectre haunts in. Goes onto the Lion, finishes him off. Ember searching for the real Spectre. Does use chains but doesn't get anything. And it looks like Spectre is just going to TP out of there. Woo!
First
If that was a bash.
I think that he missed the it completely because of the Radiance.
Anyways, just quick look at the fight recap, and that's a big goal change.
Goal change, yeah, coming in, but Broodmother also going down as well as the Mirana. A little, too deep a play, I guess, for going into the jungle with 2 people and expecting it to come out is just too much.
So Vengeful Spirit has become the Void of the Radiant. She's just farming away quietly.
He says that, you know, if Void can do it, so can I. Who's the
Yeah.
offlaner now?
Haste.
Tinker
So OP
again.
is slowly clawing themselves back into the game.
Yeah, but this clawing back is too slow. I mean, sorry. This rate, they should be able to hold high ground. Yeah, he's going for the Manta so that the Brood can't solo kill him. The Brood should be getting his next item though.
It did
That's right.
complete the
Echo
Echo
Saber
Saber.
should be a basher, standard build.
In the Abyssal is some guaranteed lockdown versus that Ember Spirit.
Yep.
If and when he gets it. The
It's actually good
Void
for
building
Void as
into
well.
his next item.
Probably
Always
a
building
Manta.
into his next
Yeah,
item.
Void is always building into his next item. What a Sal when he was like, I need to build my next item. Nothing else. Void should be playing the one role, I think. He's just been finding a lot of farm.
But I mean, this approach isn't too bad. Like
It's
if
never
you
bad.
don't- If you don't completely
Yeah.
lose the early to early mid game,
Yeah,
you can always come back. Items do make a difference.
that's true.
So what if he hasn't landed one worthwhile chrono? I
He did land one on,
yeah, he did. He did land one on Broodmother.
and the two on the double support.
Yeah.
That was important.
He just suddenly clicks in, and I'm like, I'm going to chrono. I'm going to chrono. Gets through, and
Yeah, I mean, and the Void ET combo is working out though.
yeah, the Void ET combo completely working out. The Shadow Demon now has his Ether Lens. Will be building into a Glimmer Clear.
I think he's going for a blink though. He just wants to jump in and purge the Ember probably. But Tinker again is still pretty far behind. He's 9,000 net worth at 30 minutes. That's horrible. I think the Mirana should be able to get a solo game on people right now. Level 2 Dagon.
Yeah, if she just positions herself,
Yeah,
a
I'm pretty
bit
sure
smart.
if it was the patch before, he would have got the kill because of the double starfall. But even then, he should be able to get the kill on the lion. If the orchid comes in, it should be anyone. Smoke rotation coming in from the bench, but it achieves nothing. Radiant side are going for a team fight. Yeah, the horn does come in. Who are they going for? The lion.
What?
The measly lion.
What? Did he even come into the fight? I
Oh,
think he did. He must have come in and gone out. There's an arrow going in all the way.
God, Ember is peeping away. The thing with both lineups though is both are pretty bad at taking Rosh. So you can't cancel the TP, my friend. But both teams should be looking to do Rosh, I feel. At least Broodmother, no one has a Vlads on the Radiant side. Void does have a Vlads, but they're too far behind to go for Rosh. Maybe Roar, eventually with an item advantage they can, and then go for it. Void has picked up a Sacred Relic. This is some next level itemization from position 3 Void. He's picked up a Sacred Relic. I think he's countering the Radiance, which is not bad again. I mean, considering they are up against 3 right clickers.
I mean, the plan. I'm just trying to justify this. The idea is.
You have a Radiance, so do I. That's
No, the idea is Broodmother Spiderlings don't make any impact when it comes to pushing, and even I'm sorry about that. Even the illusions coming out from Shadow Demon don't have any impact. Hopefully.
yeah. I mean, but Radiance on Void is. I mean, you either have to go the full Vaga build, or you can't go half Vaga build. User blink and then.
Vaga.
Yeah. On the chat. That is pretty much expected. That is what we'd like as well. So the Radiance is complete now. Void rocking a Radiance, a Diffusal, and a Blink along with his Vlads.
Okay, both
Pretty
teams.
scary though. Now the Void can get a solo kill on everyone except I would say the Spectre. Should be able to get a solo kill on everyone. Oh, the Broodmother went for a Desolator. I think that he's just gonna split push now because the Desolator doesn't really do anything else. At 33 minutes, you wouldn't want to pick up the Desolator. I would have preferred the Basher though.
Can do some structural damage.
Yeah, it's purely for structural.
Spectre has got a diffusal of her own. And I mean, this is the point of time in the game where warding really makes a difference.
It does.
Because what you do depends on where you have wards at the moment. And right now, if you take a look at the wards, the Dire have one ward in the jungle, another ward in the jungle.
Yeah.
Pretty defensive at the moment. The Radiant have been like.
But Dyer
enough
did
on
pick up
warding
the
for the
gem
time being.
though. Dyer did pick up the gem though, right? From the Brood Mother. Who
Yeah,
has
the
the
Dire
gem?
did pick up the gem. The gem
Let's
is in
just-
base.
Oh,
Wait,
no,
I
it's
saw it
not.
dropped in
Why
base.
would you keep gem again base against the Brood Mother though? Yeah,
I don't know, maybe
actually,
they didn't find a safe enough carrier for that whole. You thought they're going to go on to the Vengeful Spirit, but there is a disruption. They instead choose to go for the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon
Shadow Demon is
running
creating a
Chrono
lot.
being popped. This time the Chrono catches the Mirana. Void banging away on the Mirana. Elsewhere they do manage to pick up the Lion, but that's not enough. Vengeful Spirit swaps the Mirana out of there, chooses to die instead. Sleight of Fish does the trick. It's a 2-for-2 trade at the moment. The Spectre and the Mirana regrouping. The Void and the Ember together as well. The Mirana will be looking to hopefully throw an arrow. Does throw an arrow. It does hit on the Void. The Spectre does throw the dagger and jumps in. Double starfall. Dagon, but she gets caught in the Sleight of Fish.
Yeah, but
and Ember takes the
just
kill.
look at
Runs
what-
away from there. There is a Spectral dagger. He is looking to TP. Will we be able to? Just gets out of there. 3 kills.
the Tinker was unfortunately unable to make it to the fight because Broodmother put so much pressure on the top lane that he had to defend it.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you take a look at the
otherwise-
fight recap, it's not much.
This is only the last.
Only the last.
Yeah.
The very last.
Road actually played it well. They got caught out, but they recovered well. Wench, especially with the last minute swap on the Mirana, saving her. Played it really well. Even a clutch disruption coming in from the Shadow Demon. So, Road actually, they did well. They did better than they should have. Getting the Void kill at the end, especially, makes a big difference. But Mirana did have to sacrifice her life for it. Yeah, that's it. The Tinker more or less had to sit back and defend, which is unfortunate considering that he would have loved to be there.
I'm a bit worried about Road because they were doing
same.
They were doing the right thing. They were winning the lane, winning a fight, taking an objective, and they haven't done that since the past 10 minutes. The gold graph is going in their favor. It's a 12,000 plus network lead.
Yeah.
I think the next big objective is going to be Roshan. And right now, in terms of wards, the Dire have one ward around Roshan. They can scout out if Radiant choose to go there. The Radiant aren't going there as yet. Vengeful Spirit has dropped a ward of her own just to make sure
So the thing is,
no sneaky plays coming out.
so in a full 5v5 team fight, I mean that never really happens because the Broodmother doesn't come in. So when the Road does go into a team fight, they are missing 20k net worth hero, which is why probably they're not doing as well as in the fights as the charts reflect. So that's probably one of the reasons. But otherwise,
The Ember Spirit walks in, one hit, that's a lot of
dead-
damage on the
that's a
Brood
dead
Mother.
Brood.
That's a dead Brood. Impale does the trick. There is a horn coming in from the Spectre. Finish off the line quickly. Has moved onto the Elder Titan. Is searching for him. The Void gets burst around by the Mirana. The Elder Titan throws an Earth Splitter, but it's nowhere. Spectre walks into the Earth Splitter, and now it's Spectre versus Ember. Ember finishes the Spectre off. 3 dying from the side of OP. Road getting 2 kills out there. And OP somehow just managing to stay relevant in these team fights.
yeah, that too. There was no Shadow Demon coming in. There was no Vengeful. Just the 3 cores of Roar went ham on the OP heroes. Void just got completely shut down. Like he needs a BKB. That Radiance is doing nothing when the Mirana goes on him. I mean the Radiance.
I mean, yeah, all that burst damage coming out from the Mirana.
Mirana
It's a level
just-
3 taken.
Yeah, now he's gonna complete up that 3 rate. The
He's got
BKB
something
was
flying out to him in the courier. It's a level 4
4
taken.
day gone.
So Mirana's playing it right. She's just waiting for the Void to
Yeah.
show.
And bursting her down.
Yeah, bursting her down.
The Void playing a little bit of funny Dota, needed the BKB, but still has time. It's not like Roar are pushing high ground immediately.
Yeah, the Void, it looks like he's going to ignore our advice. He's going for an Yasha at the time.
Oh god. Void.
Unless an Aghanim Sat. I don't think so.
It doesn't really help because Roar doesn't really fight so much. They'll only fight when Haunt is on cooldown, off cooldown. So anyway, Chronosphere has a lower cooldown than that. So I don't really see the benefits of going for a Aghanim Scepter in this game. What is Brood Mother picking up? He still has only the Deso. He's
Something's
getting
flying out to him in the courier.
Bloodthorn
Oh,
is
Bloodthorn.
that should be a kill.
He's got
the
an
Manta.
he's got his Manta, does mana out of that, pops the flame guard. It's mano, but the lifesteal coming out from the Brood Mother just being too much. Mirana coming in a bit too late.
He played it well there, knowing his limits. Even Ember.
But there is a horn coming out from the Spectre. Does manage to finish up the ET. Now a Chrono on the Spectre. He's very far from his team. Impale comes in from the line. Line taking damage at the Radiance. Dies to the Radiance. But it looks like the Spectre will die in exchange. Tinker picks up the kill.
That's
A 1 for 2. Not bad at all.
not bad, but the Lion just got decimated. He should have used his finger at
No,
least.
he was standing in the Chrono and mana draining in the Radiance.
Level plays.
Yeah. Just to make sure Spectre couldn't refresh and on top of
Of
that.
course, that's really what he was going for there.
Absolutely.
Yep. Just dying to the damage return and the radiance.
Yeah.
Very nicely played there. And with the Spectre returning Void's radiance as well.
Mm-hmm.
So some insane amount of return damage coming there. Why does nobody have a BKB in a 40-minute game? That is just insane. Especially against OP. I mean, Roar should be getting BKBs. This Broodmother could do so much with the BKB.
So No Chill is practically 6 slotted. He upgrades his boots and gets a Manta. I
Yeah,
presume.
but I mean, Yasha is not really the complete item. Yeah, more or less he is. And a Frenzy also, he's pretty much 6 slotted. Can drop his Quelling. He can get another item. Oh, he can drop his Midas as well. But again, his Midas is off cooldown. And then he gets it. I think he should go for a Basher now.
Okay, there is a time dilation coming out
But
from the
there's no
void.
chrono
He leaps in.
available.
He has no chrono.
Oh,
And
who's
the
time with
Broodmother
Gem?
walks out for now.
Isn't going to last long.
The supports were a bit too far off. Maybe he should have waited a bit. The
Yeah.
Tinker TP really.
I think Roar have taken back the gem as well. Who has a gem right now?
No, they don't. They haven't taken back. Oh, they do.
They have.
I think it's a fresh gem.
Aerodemon
I'm
is
not
going
sure.
for a Hex, I think. Yeah. Ultimate Orb picked up. I don't see anything else he can make with that.
Mm-hmm.
So Hex, but he's quite far off. We have the Moonlight Shadow being popped. I don't
I think
know
it's
why.
for the Roshan.
Broodmother pretty much walked in it. Anyways, anyway.
Radiant's top tower
Solo Roshan being done by the Broodmother. That's actually just can help quite a bit here.
There is a horn coming out from the Spectre.
I think this is a zoning. Oh, he gets the Tinker.
Good play coming out.
Tinker
from
has had minimal impact. I think.
Radiant took down
Yes, Spectre has a Basher, so
Yeah.
two small plus points coming out from Roar. They get Roshan, they get the Tinker, they can look to push. And it looks like they'll do just that. They're pinging out mid lane.
Yeah.
The Vengeful Spirit is there. She's had enough of farming, so it's the Shadow Demon.
And with Aegis in hand, they surely can go high ground. Tinker is a major part of, defending the high ground. and he's
Absolutely.
not there.
Does he have buyback?
Does, but
Sorry.
he
There's
has
a
a
fight
buyback.
breaking out in the mid lane. There is a chrono on the Mirana. There is a swap immediately. Impale onto the Mirana as well. She's going to run away. No, she's not. The Vengeful Spirit dies first. The Broodmother is walking after the Void, but the Void just time walks out of there. Shadow Demon 4 steps ahead. He's got a disruption on the Void. Soul Catch as well, and that burst damage. He's gone out of the map. 4 heroes fall from OP, and it looks like this is going to be an easy tier 3 for Roar, and they do just that. They're walking down mid lane. They're going to take down the tower. They've got Aegis. There is a Storm. It does hold the push for a while, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, Lion is just being shut down by the, like you said before, by the Spectre. He's not being able to do anything all. The backlines of OP are just fodder for Roar eSports. I mean, the Void is getting some chronos in, but he got the Ember trapped in with him, and that just spelled his doom. Even the Broodmother.
I think it was a bad idea for OP to take a fight. Actually, more than anything, it was the Ember being
Yeah,
caught
I
out
mean,
of position, and
yeah.
and the rest of them followed. They lost the fight. They lost their axe, and Rora going to try and hopefully do that again. They've still got the Aegis. Spectre has an Abyssal now.
I don't understand why you want to take a fight outside your base when you have Ember Spirit, who can just defend tier 3s every time.
Mm-hmm.
They want to take a fight at tier 2 for some reason, not working out. And now they're pretty far behind. Now the Broodmother will just split one lane. The other four heroes will be on the other lane.
Mm-hmm.
We have Spectre's global presence as well. Mirana also, he went for the BKB. Finally, we have one BKB pickup in this 43-minute game. He
I
doesn't
think it
come.
makes sense now. It's just like the finishing touches to go high ground effortlessly.
Definitely.
The Spectre has completed an Abyssal. Only one charge remaining on the diffusal, no charges on the drums, and she's already got 2000 gold. There is a Moonlight Shadow. I'm not sure what this is for. Maybe
think
for
it's-
Spectre to haunt him, get a kill and get out. I think that's
Every
too
time he uses Horn, Lion is dead pretty much.
Lion or ET just end up dying. The ET possibly needs a use, but he's nowhere close to it at the
Nowhere
time.
close to anything. The Broodmother is just pressuring the lanes, keeping the lanes pushed out, starving out the map. OP are getting what they can, but what they can is just not going to be enough. And this Radiance pickup again, just not working out for the Void. He should have gone for the BKB. Now he has two items which are just doing nothing. One is the Radiance and the other is the Yasha. They're not really doing anything. Even the Blink, he really can't use it once the Spectre is using the Haunt.
Regeneration.
So much of his itemization has been put to waste by the Roar heroes. And a Hex is complete for Shadow Demon. Doesn't have a lot of mana to work with for now, but he does have a Hex. I mean, when your position 5 Shadow Demon has a Hex, I mean, it's.
The Ember has got a good amount of damage, however, and hopefully if
does.
OP really play a bit smart, and speaking of playing smart, there is a Haunt coming out from the Spectre. He is trying to chase a bit too deep, but it's a wasted Haunt, and now at least Void knows he can initiate for sure.
He can.
So I'm going to keep all my eyes on this Void. Hopefully he gets a good chrono off.
But I don't think Roar should be pushing. They do still have the Aegis.
They've got the Aegis, they've got the Shadow Demon illusions.
Yeah, they can
but
push
I'm
two
just gonna
lanes
watch
simultaneously. Push the top and the bot simultaneously with the Broodmother. That should be their play right now.
The top lane at the moment is the Mirana with the Acceptor, pushing out efficiently and splitting OP all around the map.
Void is still farming away. He just wants to farm. He has had very minimal impact in the last few minutes. His chronos are not. I mean, there were a couple of good chronos in the mid game, but again, as with the early game, his chronos are not, having the impact that they need to.
You see what Deliverance is doing? He's walking to the third tree as if he's an illusion, hoping to hex somebody and start the fight.
And even
Look at him blink
the
down.
Tinker, I don't think the Tinker has any kill potential yet. I mean, not yet, but he never had it. His farm is very slow. He just has an.
I mean, a good bouncing laser is handy in fights, but he needs.
Yeah, but now I think everyone's picked up the BKB. I think even Broodmother should have the BKB. Spectre doesn't really care too much. Oh, Broodmother has the slot. Oh, he's picked up the Blink though, and a BOT too.
So he's just going to jump in on the Ember
yeah.
maybe, but the Ember's got the Manta. Not he can jump in on the Void. Void looking to build towards a Manta himself.
Yeah, I think it's good to go on the Void or the Tinker. I think Roar is just waiting out the cooldown for the Haunt, and that will be their go-to time.
So Ember Spirit walks in, and he is clearing the waves for the time being.
He has the MKB, so there's no miss chance coming out from the Radiance. But Roar are playing it right. They're pushing all the lanes in, and OP just have to be content with farming under their towers.
It looks like Aurora backed out to the jungle for the time being. I mean, I'm not sure. They're probably waiting for something. A couple of wards. Okay, get some more vision going. Shadow Demon is holding onto a gem. And OP, one possible maneuver for them is to pop a smoke and surprise Roar.
Yeah, I think we should. It's time we check on the buyback status once on the more importantly on the OP heroes. So we have Tinker who has a buyback. Ember Spirit also has a buyback. Everyone has a buyback more or less.
Anyways, we've got a fight breaking out there. He's the disruption after the on. He's going to hit himself for that. The Earth Splitter as well hits no one. Slide of Chains catches no one. Slide of Fish, sorry. And both teams disengage. A Haunt being used, an Earth Splitter being used, and a disruption that shouldn't have been used.
Yep. I mean, I think it would have been a kill if there was a silence and Spectre TP'd in with the Abyssal. It would have been a
He
kill.
started out with the Hex.
Yep.
And then after Spectre haunted.
As soon as the Hex happened, there should have been a Haunt into Abyssal, and that would have been the kill.
Yeah.
But the disruption just broke the combo.
The tower is being chipped away.
Void farming. Both teams being patient at the time being. If anything, the net worth only going in favor of Roar.
I mean, Mirana has to just go for a sneaky one, pick off. Maybe that can work out
She
their
can
favor.
try. She
That
is throwing arrows here
he
and there.
doesn't get
It's
it.
not hitting anyone.
Yeah.
Lion post support, basically just standing all the way all by itself.
Lion
Trying-
is. I don't think Lion should be the one. Yeah, Void makes sense because he can walk off the burst damage from the Mirana. But rest of the OP team are stuck to being in their base, farming whatever scraps come through the three gates.
Ember is trying to make plays happen. He's picked up quite a bit of items. He's got his Lincolns now as well. It's going to be hard to initiate on him. That Hex will not be so easy. Neither will the Orchid.
Yep. And Broodmother, I think he should change up his items a little.
Okay,
He needs
so
a
OP
bash.
realize what they need to do. They've smoked up. They're trying to make a play happen. There is a Chrono on Deliverance, and that's an easy kill. The Shadow Demon has been wiped off for the map. One Chrono
The
for the
gem
Shadow
does
Demon.
fall.
I'm not sure about that. Lion blinks in, pops the dust. It's not going to be enough. Ember knows what he's up to. He's chasing in the right direction, but Brood has a blink, blinks away, has a Hex of his own now. And there is an arrow. There is a haunt coming out. He does haunt into. The Tinker finishes the Tinker immediately. Good plays coming out from the Spectre. A Tinker for a Shadow Demon, not too bad, but they're not done. Sorry about that. The Void does manage to blink out from there.
Tinker should be having buyback though. And the gem also gets dropped. Did they recover it though? I don't think so. They had to just run away. But again, the haunt is on cooldown, which means that the Radiant side won't be getting the easy route to. He picks up a refresher though. The haunt is again there for Spectre to use.
Okay.
And I don't think he's shown this, so OP won't be expecting it. This could really catch out Ember by surprise, especially if his Lincolns is on cooldown and he gets Abyssal.
He does dodge the arrow. There is a haunt a second time. He's not haunted onto
He
Ember. He
goes on
finishes
there.
off ET first. Now he's running after Ember. Ember is hexed up. Swap for good measure. There is an Earth Splitter. Should connect on 2. It does connect on the Brood Mother. Brood Mother finishes off the Void. And now is the Mirana chasing after the Ember. The Ember running away. There is an immediate buyback coming up from the Void. But the Void has no chrono. And it looks like this is an easy game for Roar. No Chill jumps in, gets stunned. They're chasing after the Vengeful Spirit. The laser does some work finally. And it looks like they managed to pick up one support after losing 3 cores. But the Tinker's not done. He's chasing further. He knows where the Spectre is, but he's just stuck right now for the time being.
Yeah, OP expended everything they had in their tank. I don't think the next time Roar come pushing, maybe they'll have the cooldowns off, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Brood Mother, he should have another item by then.
Sneaky plays coming out from the Shadow Demon. Managed to send a couple of illusions and kill the Dive Courier.
What-
Cargo worth 1350 on it.
That's some next level plays, man. Cheese stuff coming in from the Shadow Demon. That's just MMR talking right there. But he's still moving on 4 items and no TP. That's ballsy Shadow Demon moving around. I don't know why Spectre needs to walk around with a refresher. He has one more item, he can just get that on his stash.
Some more efficient slot management.
Yeah, definitely. And he has the money also. A butterfly, no, butterfly is not required. Heart is probably the one he should go for.
I mean, Earth Splitter is HP percentage based
yeah,
damage,
even
but
Heart is pretty good. I would say Blade Mail is not bad. Refresher, he already has it. BKB is always nice.
I mean, the next big objective here for Roar possibly will be this Roshan, take this Roshan, end the game ideally, just walk up.
Yeah, I think Roar are playing it safe and
Yeah, Roar playing it quite
very
disciplined.
safe.
I'm surprised at how well they've been playing this game.
Yeah.
No Chill is angry now, I'm sure. He's been a frustrated Void. He's been farming.
But
but
he
what
has
good is it?
3000 gold. But he's been on these items since I would say 10 minutes. It could be more.
More than 10 minutes. I think this is getting to the point where the
Yeah,
Ember has to go for a DR.
And Ember is pretty much slotted.
Yeah, Divine Rapier.
Sell the Manta, sell the MKB. I don't know what can you sell, but Lincoln's is probably the. Or drop your boots, probably. That's the only plausible explanation.
Mirana throws out the arrow, doesn't hit on the
not,
Void because that would have been a sure kill with an E-Blade and a Dagon level 5.
I mean, yeah. I don't. The Ember doesn't have buyback though. Does he? No buyback.
wait,
Yeah,
wait.
he does. He does.
Yeah.
Ember does have buyback. There's no buyback on the. Everyone seems to be having buyback. I can't see you.
Okay, they're pushing down the bot lane. And Void just jogging all the way, hoping to get a chrono, but
Void is always
a
after
bit
the
too
farm.
far. ET smoke finally breaks. He was smoked. And Mirana has popped the Moonlight Shadow. There is no tower. OP are smoked up. Both teams trying to look for an entry. Dire has used scan. It hasn't caught out anyone. It does now.
But they have the ages. It's go time, man. They have 2 haunts. I mean, the refresh is off cooldown, so 2 haunts. 2 haunts is enough to kill the Lion and the ET, I would say. But I mean, they're playing it pretty safe. They're at least they should be split pushing. They have
Anyways,
BOTs on
they do
them.
have the top lane pushing in quite a bit. The 2 siege wagons.
Yeah, but it's one hit for Ember. So you need to. There needs to be a hero pushing the lane, because I'm pretty sure right now all the heroes have the power to hit the towers without the creep backdoor. They need to do that. Oh,
Anyways,
the
there
first
is a haunt coming in from the Spectre. Does haunt in. Haunts once again. Pops the Manta. Lion is dead. All that burst damage. We've got a Hex on the Faceless Spirit. Void. Faceless Void will not die. There is an Earth Splitter. The silence is off the Void. He can reinitiate once again. There is a Refresher Haunt once more. This time the Ember is stunned up. But it looks like the Tinker will be the choice. The Ember does end up falling as well. And now they're going for Rags. Immediate buyback coming out from the Tinker and the Ember. And Roach is back up for now.
And there is
Forcing
no
out 2 buybacks. Void jumps in. He's silenced once again. Burst damage coming out from Cloud. Void wiped off the map. And that's a very big cooldown to deal with for the time being.
He has a buyback, but he needs his BAB so badly. He's just not using the chrono.
Anyways, the Ember is hexed up once again. The Broodmother does silence him, hex him once again. Dagon coming out from the Mirana. Couple of hits,
That's
2
a
hits. The
dieback.
Ember is dead.
It's
That's a
GG.
dieback coming out from the
I
Ember.
don't see them defending.
Yes, even I don't see them defending, but the GGs are not called as of yet. This time the missile coming up from the Tinker did finish off the Broodmother, forced a buyback. The Spectre has got Aegis. Broodmother does TP in, and it's a GG, folks. Roar have progressed to
The finals?
yeah, to the finals versus MIM.
That's it for us, guys.
Okay, folks. For those of you just tuning in, this is the ESL India Premiership Starter Cup number 4. Road eSports just won over Oram and they have progressed to the finals versus Team MYM. My name is Vivek. With me is Gambit. Thank you so much for tuning in, and a big shout out to our wonderful sponsors, ROG, Republic of Gamers, and HyperX, and the lovely folks of Nordwind for organizing such a wonderful tournament. Thank you and good night.